Good evening, guys and girls. This is your voice of choice, DrMarxout, bringing you this week's edition of Remedy. We're a day late, ran into some technical and production issues, like you do. But we're here tonight, so that's what matters. We are kicking things off tonight, getting a loaner from your Supernova Pro slash CWA slash HCW, your current HCW Women's Champion, Vicky Rush. Leaving the belt with Chippy Stacks. Vicky Rush has pretty much been unstoppable this second half of the season. Which I support. I've been a big fan of her since even last year. Chippy Stacks slash producer Steve in the feed. We're making her way down. These two have been beating the bricks off of each other at house shows. We lately alluded to the fact that there has been some discussion of starting a women's headhunter division next season, if there is a next season. No respect for the pyro budget. Gotta see if that would happen. Moira might be my dark horse to kind of go on a Daemonio, rather, run with it. We got Vicky Rush. We got Moira. We got Thaddeus 3 count. We got an opening bell. Colorado Type transitions immediately into a rear waist lock. Standing switch. Apparently we're wrestling right out of the gate. Samurai counter from Vicky. Laura trying to fight her way back up. Arm drag takeover. Side chinlock island. Kept up right back to side chinlock island. I think the Bread Hunters are actually in developmental right now. They may be a thing next season. Ooh, big ass lariat from Moira. Trying to work on the elbows, even though that's not what you need to worry about with Vicky. Has her up in the Argentine. Just tosses her. That was new. Reverse on the Irish whip. Vicky sent back into her own corner. Shoulder tackle down low. Brought back out of the corner. Alley-oop, not capitalized. First cover attempt of the evening. 1.9. We got a boneless chicken wing. Gluten-free George the Animal Steel diet. Sorry, I'm trying to bounce texts with production guys and trying to make sure everything's going the way it should be right now. It's an interesting time in the booth at the moment. Brought back up and raked on the eyes. Set neutral corner. Shoulder tackle, this one to the spine. Right back to work on the elbow. Vicky barely gotten out of the gate so far. He drops elbow. Vicky might be dead. So he's got an interesting text from the guys in the back. Interesting little development, which we will discuss as the night progresses. His knees everywhere out of Moira right now. Brings her back up to a standing base. Low roundhouse. Vicky fights back with the kick. First real bit of offense. Vertical drop brainbuster. Vicky coming off hot pair lariats. Ducks the line. Pops up into the drop kick. There's the rush kick I alluded to earlier. Well, no. Vicky catches a Russian roulette because I still have a hard time calling it Russian blood to the head. It's too many words, even for me. And Moira out at 2.9. Legit chicken wing on that one. Vicky, you don't fly. There's a reason for that. Dives down, hits the Rana. Moira kicks out one more time. Powering out one more time. That resiliency is almost Mayhem and Sato level. Going for the head, but you're not Polynesian. Catches the elbow instead. Or has a hold of the leg, sweeps it out like the Cobra Kai. Trying to pop the ankle. That's the one he should have been targeting. Spins her out, has her hooked. Dropped it in the minds of Moira. Rush, though, does not have time for that nonsense. Fight back with the elbows immediately before he gets locked in proper. Goes for the cutter. Stevie gets the dub. He's not even in the promotion. Gotta believe Vicky wanted the rush kick right there. Moira catches her with a big boot instead. And Vicky laid it awkwardly, I guess. Moira, your winner here in the opener. I don't know if that means anything over in high class, but I'd be okay seeing these two go again. It's probably for the best this one was a non-title. We're moving on. Speaking of titles, Challenger and Champion. Your current #1 contender and our inaugural women's champion, Beck Wild, taking on current champion, Mizadeo, which is still really weird to say. Like, really, really weird. I don't know if I was either one of these women, if I'd want to even get in a competition right now, especially with the other one. But This is actually the perfect time to discuss the development that was just thrown at me. So apparently, since our tag team titles will be defended in a triple threat match, and our world heavyweight title will be defended in a triple threat match, and our headhunter title will be defended in a triple threat match, do you notice the theme? Apparently all of our title matches on the main card of Black Lotus will be triple threat style. Beck throwing forms on the outside. I was busy trying to talk about stuff. Couldn't even acknowledge the fact that Dayo's out here talking that nonsense. Introduced the hard way to this turnbuckle post. So within the next 2 weeks, we will find out the other woman that will join these two in that match. And then we need to find one more for Akaoni defending against Yokai. Well, that's what everybody does for their main pay-per-views for the season, right? It started at noon, and then it ends at noon the next day. Back with the neck breaker. The back breaker, if you will. Working on the neck. We will have a pre-show where there are not triple threat matches. Leg drop to the knee. Back working on the small of the back, even though it's the biggest part. Trying to steal a quick cover, barely a one. Dayo ducks under, go behind, into the German. Not quite snappy. Working on the neck now herself. Low soccer kick to the spine. Misaki would have cut her in half right there. Misaki, you are not. That's seated, modified hold 4. It's like hold 3.25. So I'm not sure if she's in the feed right now, but a good friend of mine works over on Twitch here and there. Lady Hex 3. Here I'll actually hear me potentially on there once in a while. I don't even know if Misaki's in the country. Space Tornado and Amiza. And I'm glad she's kind of not, because I don't know if I could call Amiza Dayo in a Misaki match. I would mix up all the names like it was Jamal Atlas and Jerome Alpha. It'd be a mess. And open the tree to Keanu Reeves. Snapped up into the lung blower. Runs through knee to the guts. This one's a lot cleaner than I was anticipating it being. Spun out with the backdrop suplex. I don't usually either, but it'll be just kind of me jumping onto somebody else's Twitch. And if that's not a shirt by next season, I'm calling shenanigans on the entire operation. Back up, walked out with the Liger Bomb. Kicked out at 2. Dayo violating Wizard Rule. It's how you know she's not a Yamamoto. Pull it off the top into the German. Taken out outside with the lariat. First legal action during the belt. Outside the playground. Sorry, I was reading things from the truck. Miza catches her with a kick down low. Has her hooked up in the Cobra Cut. Apparently watched Moyer last match. Now going to work on the elbow. Well, fights her way back up, dragon screw counter. Steve/Chip with news in the feed. Apparently Mayhem potentially going to be adding to that just stack of belts. Back throw the strikes on the outside, shot to the kidney. Dave sending the hard way. Back with the elbow to the throat. Not done yet, drops the leg sister. Beck, you don't... Get off the top, Beck. You don't fly. Apparently she knows, drops the big elbow. Shot down low. Turned inside out with the inverted power slam. Back up. Surprise Ninja with the head scissor takedown. Has the up jackknife powerbomb, follows it up with the elbow drop. But you ain't Polynesian either. Dave's got her up, rolls her through with the Sakura driver. 3 count, not anywhere near the proper positioning. Doesn't matter. Champion victorious. Action was back and forth more than I was anticipating. Which is good because I was distracted. In the end, that Sakura driver, we don't even get a replay for, because apparently only Bake gets 15 replays. It should also be noted that every title match will be elimination style, so she's going to have to do that twice. So we head to the Blitz division as our inaugural champion once again, Dougal Devlin taking on the Prodigy, who has in fact answered Feck's challenge for loser leaves the triad. And that will apparently be the main event of the pre-show to Black Lotus. So that should be gross. Yeah, that one's one of those surprise ninja instances where, surprise, he's actually booked. Feck, however, is not. I guess apparently security's trying to keep, if one's in the arena, they're trying to keep the other one out. Just, I don't know, man. I don't make the rules. But I've been told that on Storm we will have 2 more Warfare-style matches. We need to find another contender for our women's tag team titles, too. So that'll be a thing. Yeah, Storm might be a mini supercard stealing off of a Supernova's ending of the season with everything being a supercard. Devlin and his, I guess, half-time partner, sometimes tag team partner, joint manipulation. Well, in joint manipulation, I should say. Salvia. First ones to fall victim to the Deathmatch Express. That wasn't a jabroni effect. Does anyone remember last season when Devlin was talking all that nonsense on Ricky Shea and they were supposed to have a submission match that never actually happened? That's a damn shame. I think Dylon Chase is doing everything he can to avoid anywhere where Cade is, because every time Cade sees him, he just goes and hits him with every weapon he can. It's apparently the video game thing is Cade's only, and as soon as Dylon Chase showed up dressed like Terry Bogard, it was bad. It was Bucky McBad bad. And since Cade is here tonight, I mean, we can have the people finally talk, and we can finally have that submission match, because I was a big proprietor for that last season before the whole idea got shot. I don't know if any submission match will be as good as Moto and Final Boss last season. Speaking of Final Boss, his new charge. Apparently leaving the cup in the back. I guess if you're working with Hugo Lazarus, you can't be happy. No jovialness. Yeah, I said jovialness. I used a big word. It's not that big of a word. Prodigy having words with the crowd out here. Remember when he actually danced around and didn't look like he was be like 8 people for fun? Pepperidge Farm remembers. We got Dougal Devlin. We got the Prodigy. There's the Bell Prodigy right out of the gate. Pops up into the Meteora. Some would say, by some I mean Chip Sackworth, say that is a great Linkin Park album. Chadlow Roundhouse. Devlin just getting that work right now. Prodigy trying to stomp on the legs, take a page out of Devlin's book. Kick down low. Fisherman suplex, not quite perfect. Devlin brought back up just to come back with an arm drag takeover. Very Irish whip. Back body drop. It's that Misaki kick. Gotta believe Devlin's gonna want to turn his attention to those legs in that lower back region. Whips completely on the kick. Prodigy pops up. Frankensteiner, because that was north and south. Apparently we're going to the Chinlock crypts here. Not crypt, like, no, we're not talking gang signs. Crypt. Standing switch into a Chinlock. Devlin sent outside of the apron. Prodigy wanted the shot, got caught in retaliation. Very European uppercut because he's Irish. Prodigy avalanche lariat count and takes Devlin down into the corner. Up, swings down the pendulum dropkick. Far side chop block to the front of the knee. I think they might be hanging out with the breadwinners. We might have 47 new tag teams next season. Oh, taking a page out of Chocolate Finesse's book. I completely forgot to use that kick. A former shared representation from X Factor. Forearm to the face, cover tapped. Devlin out at 1. Gotta hook the legs, kid. Went for a takedown. Devlin stuffed it. Popped up. Black and blue thunder bomb. Prodigy heading up topside. This kid actually does fly. And he'll be the only one that misses. Dives down with the crossbody. I was wrong. Still refusing to hook the leg for some ungodly reason. Devlin muscles out at 2.5. That's Cedar almost modified STF. Devlin taps. I don't know how I'd react to that. Especially to a non-submission guy. Arm outstretched, knee to the wrist joint. I don't think it's supposed to bend that way. Pulled dead center. 3 matches in, finally get to call it, and a monkey flip. Devlin almost caught his ankles up in the ropes. It's that neutral corner. Prodigy builds up steam. Wanted that splash, got nothing. Reversal on the grapple, trying to break the wrist. Phil Nelson countered into the Canadian DDT. I was about to say breeze salt, but no, standing shooting star headbutt instead. Finished up with that lariat, that future of violence combo. And apparently we don't even need to go to the extinction level event. Devlin knocked out after the combo. Devlin, though, definitely came to play tonight. In the end, that newfound violence and aggression. I mean, let's be real, that match was like 97% Prodigy. Gotta believe he'll want to try to stake his claim to that Blitz Division title spot. I didn't even realize Devlin got busted open on that lariat. Well, what do you know? I actually know Prodigy won. He's already booked for Black Lotus. He might be able to pull double duty. Unless, of course, he would lose to Fex, so no, that won't actually work. Well, damn. I gotta believe getting rid of Feck might be higher on his list. He can go for the title next season. Speaking of the incoming potential 47 tag teams, your former #1 contenders, the Monarchy, taking on the New Gentlemen's Club. Looking to at least try to get a victory on the season. Both of these teams have fallen victim to Dragon Ascent. But then again, everybody, at least back here, have fallen victim to Dragon Ascent in tag team action. The brothers Winchester actually made their debut taking on Nigel Von Bartleby after blindsiding Izzy Rector earlier. Which, assuming things go okay for him, Izzy should be back next season. Those are things we can find out as we get closer to that. There's a whole lot of British in this match. I didn't even realize that. I almost feel like I wish Travis Palmer and Brandon Gates, I completely forgot their names, should be down here representing Anarchy in the UK. But they're not. They're busy holding gold over in Supernova. Which, if you're not watching Supernova on the nights we're not potentially airing or messing up your nonsense, what are you doing with your life? Talbert with the Jerry curl. Talbot with that nonsense mustache. Like, how do you have mutton chops that glorious and nothing on the chin? I don't understand how that works. And I don't understand why it works. I guess should be more than how, because I understand how it can work, and that's the glory of Barbary. But just no. I feel bad for these guys. They were the only challengers to not win a championship in the last 2 weeks between our show and Supernova. Do not adjust your TV sets. It's been a while since I got to call that. Yes, we realize it's in black and white. No, that is not a glitch. Dick Hammerbush on your left. Big Nigel Von Bartleby on your right. Gentlemen's Club 2.0. Or the New Gentlemen's Club, or whatever variation on that you want to call them. Year's Haas of the Year, Nigel. Not quite as successful this year, which is a shame because he's just monstrous. To quote one Chip Stackworth, when either one of them are in the match, and Talbert's in the match, that's a lot of beef. Even kneeling, Nigel's taller than half our roster. That's a damn shame. Hey, look, we have color on screen again. Talbot's starting things off. The little guys of the teams against Hammerbush. Hammerbush runs out, big boot immediately. Up and over that Baker toss. I bet you the guy with tassel on his pants. his team will win. Talbot, much in the style of those Cobra Kai guys, sweeps the leg. This is Hammerbush in the Monarchy corner. Talbot right there with the forearm shot. European uppercut, though, pushed off. Quick tag team work. Irish whip. Double team hip toss. Followed up with the sandwich kick. Talbot in that mount. Dropping the bombs. Talbot, rather. Hammerbush, though, fights his way back up. Short arm shoulder tackle. Nigel tagging his way in, the big guys of the teams. And that's saying something, because Hammerbush ain't small. He is not a little dick. Nigel sent far side, caught back with the lariat on the way back in. Short pendulum elbow. And now in the 1992 brain squeeze. That's ridiculous. Nigel brought back to his feet. Caught the shot, knee to the guts. Sends Talbot into the gentleman's corner. Tags in Hammerbush. This is the kick to the guts. Short chop to the throat. Nick loves going for the throat. Has Talbot up like a cruiserweight. Fireman's carry into a powerbomb. Stomp to the knees. Now Hammerbush with the Baker toss. Because we got Haas's in there, we have the Haas claw. Talbot, though, does not have time for that nonsense and tomfoolery and whatever else the British would say in that aspect. Cobra Kai leg sweep brings back in Talbot, who's sent immediately down to the gentleman's corner. Big avalanche lariat. So much chest hair. It's like an extra, like, 100 pounds per square inch of pressure. In grossness. Some knee to the guts. Going for the stomps. And he got through with the other one. Looked like Dick was trying to fight his way out. Into the cross arm bar. Trying to get that full extension. Dick's going to try to muscle out here. Drop the rights. Talbot sent in the gentleman's corner. Dick trying to think about his life. Dropped into almost like a backbreaker. I don't know if he got the full spin in there. Almost just kind of like a hip buster, which I don't think I've ever called. Big overhand right. Talbot staggered onto the ropes. And Dick going for the throat one more time. That decapitator. Right there, Baker toss up and over. Bringing Talbot back down to the gentleman's corner. Brings back in Nigel. And Talbot using some momentum abilities there. Back body drop counter. Quickly tags out Big Brother. These two beams exchanging right hands. By exchanging, I mean it's all Talbot right now. Talbot's like a solid 6'8", 6'9", maybe even 6'10", and he has to like reach upwards, almost jump to hit Nigel in his face. That's saying something. Talbot maintaining arm control. Trio of elbows to the back of the head. 3 count, making sure Dick doesn't get involved. No one wants to want a Dick involved. And yes, I'm going to make every possible joke I can think of. Kick down to the guts. Nigel's finally had enough. Throws back a right of his own. 3 3 counts up to 7 right now. Nigel being bounced off the ring apron. Apparently we might be seeing a blitz finish here. And Monarchy gonna take the count out. Hammerbush unable to do anything. That's almost offensive that they won like that, but we're not going to restart it, apparently. That's just bananas. Brothers Winchester, not talking Sam and Dean, victorious here. You smarmy bastards. And apparently our headhunter champion wanting to come out and say some nonsense before we find out who the last man in that fatal 4-way elimination match will be to find his other #1 contender. Since he caught the L train to Amadeus Keith the other day. He's guaranteed in the match. We'll have to wait to find out who wins between the Highlanders, Hugo Lazarus, and whoever's in our main event, which is up next. I don't think he's ever won in mic time, ever. That's just weird. I don't know how to feel about this. Just saying, he doesn't care who it is. He's not going to have that headhunter curse follow him. Of course, everybody has said that. Oh damn, we're already up to our main event. In this one, so much beef. The Blood God Leaga taking on Hakuna Matata. Winner gets that 4th spot in that Steel City Shootout match. And these two have been just... These two, the rivalry they've had. Not so much on TV, because, you know, we've got 80,000 people on our roster. But everywhere else, these two have been put on some just bonkers... Just like, you remember if you've watched the terrible Street Fighter movie? That scene where Honda and Zangief kind of step on the model of New Shadaloo, whatever the hell that city was called. That's what these two have looked like. Like, these two are a legit kaiju fight. Laga's partner, Ku, in the running for not only ending the season as our world champion, but as Haas of the Year. Can you imagine if the old gods end up being Headhunter champion and World Heavyweight champion at the end of the season? That's a scary-ass thought. Enter the Blood God. Left his contract over in Supernova because he felt like he wasn't challenged enough, showed up here, started beating people down, then went back to Supernova, started beating up little guys. And not so little guys. Hasn't really been on TV as much as I'm actually thinking he was. It's been a weird year for everybody. Also, since we haven't talked about it, and I feel like a complete ass for not talking about it, I'm going to shut up for a minute because we need a moment of silence for legendary Harley Race, who just kind of went up to that big battle royal in the sky. So, shut your phones down for a minute, shut up, moment of silence. And we're good. Beige Rage in the house. Had to give him a minute. I gotta say, I really wanted him to be in contention for Rookie of the Year, but at least for us. But I honestly gotta think at this point, it's probably gonna be Aro Suzuki or Jamal Alice at this point. Because I mean, it might honestly be Alice, especially if he finds a way to retain at Black Lotus. But who knows? Anything can happen. Blood God, Hakuna Matata. Big ass hoss fight, big ass main event. Hawk opens up with a kick down to the gut, snaps off a headbutt. You do not headbutt a Polynesian. Showing some power. Haku up, slingshot into the Liger Bomb. Now stepping on the knees of the Blood God, who looks like he's drawn by Rob Liefeld. And another headbutt. Why do you headbutt? Like, no. Haku's head for a corner. Leaga wanted that splash, got nothing. Catches another headbutt. And the Matata trying to prove a point. Bunch of the lariat didn't get all of it. It almost turned into more of just an asshole of a right hand. Now dropping the weight on the arm. Has Leaga up, treating him like a cruiserweight. Deadlift into the power slam. First cover attempt, leg hooked. 1.8. Leaga gets dropped into the Malenko-style gutbuster. Match been almost all rookie. Blood God hung up on the top rope. And just gets scoop slammed into the ropes. Ankles hung up. Brought back to the center lit. Leaga back out at 1 1/4. I know my fractions. Haku gets pulled up, spun out in almost like a boss man Uranage, which is a weird combination of things to say together. Weird, it's not the worst combination. Haku showing that power game, has Leaga up. Military press into the just drop. I guess I was going to say splash, but he didn't follow it up. Haku builds up speed, drops that shoulder low. Leaga gets dumped back in the corner. Woo that chop. How about another one? I was going to say something about 2 woo, but then he followed up with a third one, so not a 2 woo. Alley-oop bomb out of the corner. Haku out here trying to punch his ticket. To getting to punch another ticket. Can you double punch a ticket? Bionic elbow daddy to the top of the head. Stomping on the spine. Into that camel clutch, dead center. Haku sweeps out, picks the ankles. Went for that rear waistlock. Haku fights back with the elbows. Big overhand right, snaps off another headbutt. Went for the crossbody, gets dumped. Leaga has him on the rope, slingshots him backwards. Hit that knee to the spine. Haku up, dropped in the backbreaker. Leaga holds on, brings him up, drops him in another one. Blood God feeling it now. Big man lariat, how about a second? Ducks the line from Haku. Leaping lariats, Batman. Has that Samoan spike and just drops Haku. Blood God feeling it. Went for the Tongan death streak, got caught with the elbow. Haku kicks him down low. Reversal sends him into the corner, start him first. Haku Irish whip, off the ropes. Problem-free philosophy. That might be game blouses. Back press, leg hook deep. And Haku moving on to that Steel City shootout, which will be on Storm, right? Storm? Okay, yeah, Storm. And in this battle of the big men, Haku victorious. Leaga gonna have to go back to think about his life. Probably beat up someone in catering. I would. I probably wouldn't. But that is going to do it for us here on Storm. Remedy, not Storm. Storms are on Mondays. Programming notes, Supernova should be back tomorrow and then on Sunday. Watch them if you can. If not, watch them anyway on demand. Subscribe to Supernova. All of the other shows that we're attached to, TCW, I forget the other ones. There's a bunch. Not official Triad, but there's a bunch. If you do the Twitch thing, go check out Lady Hex 3. You'll hear me on there occasionally if we do Dead by Daylight once in a while, which I'm going to be off for that because I played it once. But yeah, we will see you guys Monday.